Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Not real different, but a little bit different. This sits over here at the end of the lathe with this end up all the time, and it gets crud in there, so I just wanted to get it out of there. The way I'm going to turn this piece of olive is I won't be able to access the edges until it's all done and off and finished and everything. So I'm going to do it now. And all I want to do is smooth out these edges. They're not going to change. That's going to be part of the piece. What you're looking at is the piece. It's a scrap that I turned off of a piece of olive wood that I turned, I don't know, a couple of months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. It's just a scrap off of there. But I just really like the organic shape of it. So it's just going to be a little dish. But the way I'm going to mount this, I won't have access to this edge. So I'm taking care of it now. You know what? I didn't put my mask on. Duh. And I guess while I'm at it, I might as well just do the whole thing, huh? Turn the speed up a little bit. Of course, I'll be turning away the center part, so I didn't do that, just around the edges. And I've already sanded the bottom. So, time to mount it up. How are we going to do that? Who knows? Some of you know. Some of you do. Some of you have seen me do it before. So yeah, I'm kind of a cheapskate. I like to use all the little bits of tape. This is just double-faced tape. It's called, somebody always asks me, it's called Sure Tape. Can you read that? Sure Tape. Now I've looked up Sure Tape recently because I was afraid I was going to run out of this, although I've been using this same roll for 8 or 9 years. And it's expensive. This is like $35 or something for this roll of tape. But over 8 years, you know, $5 a year less. Anyway, that's what it's called. I was going to use this piece of rectangular plywood that I use for this often, and then I found this and thought I'd use that instead. It's only going to cover the center portion here, but that's where we're going to be turning, so it should work just fine. I also made a hole here in the center where I want the center of my bowl to be, so I'm going to put that on my tailstock. And that will center it on that block of wood with the tape. And then I'll just apply pressure with the tailstock and I'll let it sit there for 10 minutes or so. And then we'll get rid of the tailstock and make a bowl, make a whole bowl, make a bowl hole. We'll turn the middle of this out. I really like the looks of this, don't you? Kind of looks like a rabbit either running or sitting still, either way. I know you can't see it, but that's the way it looks to me. This is his head. This is his tail back here, his foot down there. I considered cutting this side flat and have that be a bottom so that it could set up, but I just really like the general shape of this. It just tickles me somehow. Okay, I'll let that set a bit. I'll bring you back and we'll start making our rabbit dish. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as we like to say here at Shady Acres Wood Shop. Howdy! I'm going to start way inside here because the sides are way narrower, of course, than the ends are, and I don't want to run off this. If I start here, it looks good, but then I got nothing. So we're going to start way in here, and then eventually we'll be able to come in at an angle like this, which will be an angle like this, and still leave this beautiful outside profile. We're going to be turning at 700 RPM, 5/8 or half-inch bowl gouge, mask and face shield on. A little bigger. Yeah, just a little bigger. You see we're getting pretty close here. A little bigger than that. Well, that's about as wide as we can go. But now I can start that beveling part. It's only going to hit this high one and this little bit lower one. Probably never get to either side. Not sure I did much there. Yeah, I did. I could do even just a little more of that. Now that makes it look bigger than it is, and that's about it too. Now the hard part about dealing with this block of wood down here is I can't really measure the bottom thickness. I can see it right here, and it's not much. I can go maybe a 1/4 inch deeper, not much. This is going to look really nice. Now this is all sapwood. We're not going to get any heartwood, which is too bad because Olive has the most beautiful heartwood in the world, but there just isn't any here in a piece this thin. It's still beautiful wood. Maybe you can see some of the figure in the wood. Let me see if I can measure that. I can kind of come alongside my block of wood. Well, right there we're at a 1/4 inch, and we don't need a 1/4 inch. I can't go too thin because I have to pry this off of the block of wood, and I don't want it flexing and breaking in the middle or something. Well, you see me taking it away, but I don't seem to be taking it away. I don't know, it's still 1/4 inch. How could that be? I see we got a little crack there. You know, I'm going to call that good. I'm going to get my scraper out and we'll scrape. Yep. Well, that was quick and easy. Time for sanding. I apologize if the camera's moving. Is it blurry too? I got 2 big fans blowing on me because it's so dang hot out here, and that might be making the camera move. Is that blurry? So it looks like I've got a circle in the middle there, but I don't. I've been sanding on that for a minute. If I blow it off, it changes, and if I stop it, it's not there. What it is this crack that's somehow making that circle. I've been sanding on it trying to get it to go away, and it just doesn't go away. So that's what it is. Anyway, I've got the lathe spinning in reverse at 250 RPM, starting at 150 grit, working up through 400. I'll bring you back here in a bit and we'll put some kind of finish on there, although to me this kind of looks like a lake, and I thought about painting it blue in here. That's just not my thing, that's not what I do, but it kind of looks like a lake, doesn't it? See you in a bit. Well, this is what I needed after last week's piece. Quick and easy. I don't think it was 5 minutes of turning, just a few minutes of sanding and a few minutes of finishing, and it finished up or sanded up beautifully. And this is what's going to make the difference. I'm going to finish the back, but I want to do that at the end after I get it off the lathe, obviously. So I don't really want to get any finish over there. And this is not finished. This is sanding sealer. Sorry. I think this is some of the most beautiful bark. Olive wood always has nice bark. There's a lot to it, but it's not real thick. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could do to this. I thought about burning the inside as well. I've never done that on any of my pieces. At least in my YouTube lifetime. I think I probably did 30 years ago or something, but... And no, I have not been a turner for 30 years. I've always had a lathe. I've had a lathe for 50 years. This is my 3rd one, I guess. But I very seldom turned anything. Mostly just if I needed a knob or something. I did when I first got one. Turned all kinds of stuff. But then it just... I was just more of a woodworker than a wood turner. See, that makes quite a difference, doesn't it? Okay, well... That's the first coat. I'll put on another coat and 2 coats of shellac, and I'll bring you back and I'll get it off of this block of wood. And the way I do that is heat. And like I said, it's hot here, so that's not going to be my favorite thing, but we'll get it done anyway. See you in a bit. I have the piece spinning slowly. I have my little heater pointed at it, just softening up the glue on the tape. And then we'll peel it off here in just a minute. I'll turn off my heater and I'll bet you it's ready. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Doesn't get much easier than that. Then I'll just take some goof off, or you could use denatured alcohol or lacquer thinner or whatever you want to use. Clean that up. I'll get a finish on there and I'll be right back. If you'd share this cute little video, I'd appreciate it. Here it is, one olive dish in the books. A dish, I guess. Do you see the rabbit? The whole thing is a rabbit. See, here's his nose out here. He's just kind of huddled up like rabbits do. And here's his little tail down here, his ear right here, front paw right here, and then of course in the middle there he is again. And if you turn it around, it's even more so a rabbit. See his ear curling back here, nose out here, his tail back here, feet under him. It's a rabbit. Cute little guy. Fun to do. Just out of a little scrap. Just a trimming from a piece of olive wood. It looks nice, I think. What do you think? Like I said, like 5 minutes turning, 5 minutes sanding, 3 minutes finishing. It was quick. It was easy. It was fun. It's what I needed after last week. That one was 4 days. Not whole days, but it took me 4 days to get it done. And this is what I was talking about, sawing off this bottom so that it would just stand up. But that would have ruined that outside profile, which is what drew me to it in the first place. You're probably sorry I didn't paint the inside blue, aren't you? Go ahead, admit it, you are. You want to see it blue. And then you want to see a little swan sitting out there in the middle. And I agree, that would look cool. It's just not what I do mostly. Anyway, fun to do, quick and easy. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you, Dennis. I think. Yeah. Thank you, Dennis, for sending this along for all to enjoy. If you like this video, thumbs up, please. I'd sure appreciate it. If you're a subscriber, thank you very kindly. I truly appreciate that. I really appreciate you taking some of your time to spend with me today. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I'm looking forward to your comments. So for now, this is Phil, Shady Acres Woodshop, signing off.